All right, guys, just another installment on this bullnose powerstroke swap. I've got the frame cleaned up. Well, not cleaned up, but cleared out. Drive shaft, all the fuel and brake stuff is gone. The wiring, I just pulled it back to this point. You can see there's that frame filter. So what's left is to go ahead and mark on both sides and cut. And what I did was I went out here and I put a tape down just to verify the internet says it's 133, which my measurement's right, so I did the same here. I put a tape down. I'm getting 172. So I got 86 F-150 single cab, 8-foot beds, 133 inches. That's what I'm getting on my tape. Plus, I think I went to blueoval.com or a Ford website, and then the donor, the 05 crew cab long bed. The internet says 172.4, and it's 172 on my tape. So I need to cut out 39 inches, which is what I figured when I first started all this, 39 inches. So I kind of did a rough take. Oh, I took the skid plate out too, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to bend this one back because I don't think it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's supposed to be curved like that or not. Anyways. So this mark right here, that scrape right there is as far back as I can go, because you see the frame starts to turn up and there's a support piece. I don't want to lose that. So that's kind of close to the furthest point I can go. And then on the front, it's going to kind of be the same. It's got the transmission cross member. So I made a mark there. And that's kind of as far up as I want to go for that. Now, the skid plate, if I follow that mark up right there, and go across to the other side, I will probably have to re-drill for the skid plate, and that's fine. Some trucks don't even come with them, I don't think. But see, that's where the skid plate was, there and right there. So my line is right in the middle of those two mounting holes. So once I get it welded back together, I can go back together with it. But I ended up trying to save as much brake fluid as I could. What I did was I bought some of these covers and stoppers. What did I do with the stoppers? And I tried to save as much brake fluid as I could, but when I took it off the rear, it just started oozing out, and those little cap looking things didn't do nothing. So I got some brake fluid in there, and then I went ahead and took it. The next spot to take it apart, luckily, is right here. And as you can see, that thing worked. I had to cut it to modify it, but I screwed it in there and it stopped. Now, how much do I got in there? I don't really know. I haven't checked, but it's luckily that's a good spot for it to stop right next to those fuel lines, because I can't use that fuel line again. I got them hanging up here draining, but I can't use this fuel line because I need one for a single cab now, and hopefully the one I get will fit. Now, the single cab long bed on a 2005 Super Duty, so let's say I did find a single cab Super Duty. They're 137 inches, so they're 4 inches longer than an 86. Now, it probably wouldn't look that bad with a gap in the bed, and I can kind of manipulate 4 inches. So I'm hoping that I can take this frame, shorten it, and the single cab stuff will work. And as far as the fuel lines, you know, these things right here, these are flexible. And to get these off, I think I already said in a video, you can push down on a screwdriver and kind of push and pull. You don't need that special tool, but so yeah, I'm hoping, and those ends are flexible down there for the fuel. So I'm hoping the single cab, they should work. I'll be able to move it around the way I want, and hopefully the fuel tank works, which again, I think it will. But yeah, next step is I'm gonna clean the frame up and mark out where I want to cut, and then I'll have to weld some supports. And what I'll probably do is I'll just probably come here and put a support from here down. Let's see, where do I got a piece of 1 inch? Yeah. I know this piece isn't long enough, but you know, I'll weld that, and then it'll go to the floor. And I'll do that on each side, each corner. That way when I weld it, it won't move. And then, you know, the weight, so I don't have to pull any of this. The weight will, you know, the stands will hold that right there, and then the wheels will hold it from falling forward, which I don't think it'll fall forward. And then same with the rear end. It'll hold it from, you know, the frame tipping. And then I can just, hopefully I'm strong enough, I think I will, I can lift up on that cross member or cross beam, whatever you want to call it, lift it up and then scoot the frame towards here and get it close enough to where I can clamp it and then take measurements, which I'm fixing to do that right now. I'm going to take some measurements across, sideways, and I mean, just find different reference points on the frame to take measurements now, and then I guess later. I mean, maybe I don't need to do it now, but I'm going to do it anyways. But yeah, I'm going to do that, get the frame cleaned up, mark where I need to cut, and take a break. Okay. So, I got it all measured out and marked. And I think I'm going to have to pull the transfer case out. But you can see got it marked. That's about 2 inches, which I wanted to do a little more, but I really couldn't because I'm taking so much out, and you just see the frame starts to turn up right there. And then I couldn't move any closer to this because it starts to turn up right about here. And I got 39 inches though. A couple little issues I'm gonna run into right there, and some other issues, but I got my stands cut. I need to weld them onto the frame, and then I'm just gonna use the lift to support that part. And then yeah, that's it. Just I need to weld the stands on. I'm gonna drop the transfer case, pull the front drive shaft, and then that'll give me, you know, that'll give me enough room to when I slide this up, the transmission and everything. Won't have to worry about that. I'm gonna have to probably cut that out, cut the rivets on it, because that was in there. Just the only thing that connected to that was this 2-piece drive shaft connected to it. So I'm gonna look on see if I can find a single cab frame picture. I don't think that's on there, because when I slide it forward, you know, it's got about 4 inches from the end of that rivet to here is 4 1/8. So, you know, that's gonna put that rivet right here. Yeah, so see, I won't go over the top of that. So I'll have to cut that out too and take a look and see what all kind of support this has going across. I mean, look, right behind it is another support for the gas tank, and then this is for the gooseneck, double support, spare tire support. I can't see if there's another one under there, but it's coming along. Yeah, I need to pull the transfer case and get those welded on, and I don't think I have enough cutting wheels though. That's the thing. I don't know how many I'm gonna burn through. It's a quarter inch thick frame, so it's gonna take quite a few, but we'll see. I'm gonna get this transfer case out of here. All right. Well, I didn't get to take out the transfer case. I had to do some other stuff. We had that cold snap down here in Texas where it got not below, but it got about 10 or 11 degrees for a couple nights, and none of us knew how to handle it. I had to crank up the generator and get some heat going. But now that that's all done, I had to de-inventory the gas out of that and get it ready to set up again until I need it. And so I didn't get time to do this, and I got to go to work, start work nights for the next 7 nights. So next video I'll have this out, cut the frame, and hopefully have it tacked, maybe even welded next 7 off if I don't have to work overtime. But yeah, I had to do that, and I had to clean my bench off. I had too much, all my tools were strung out. I had to get all this stuff organized again. I can't have all my stuff just strung out. So after I do a big part of the job, I like to do a cleanup and get everything, all my tools back where I know they're at, get everything charged up. I've got my batteries up there charging and everything, and I got I got stuff for the truck strung out everywhere. I need to kind of get all that stuff together too. But anyways, yeah, hopefully next video I'll have the transfer case out, frame cut, and hopefully, since I've got 7 days, welded back in. And I probably will not do the weld job. I can weld farm stuff, and I mean I can weld, but I don't want to take a chance on this. So I know a guy at work that does it. He does it for us out there, and he charged me a couple $100 to do it, and I know it's going to be done right, and we'll fish plate it on the back. And I'll sleep better knowing that a professional did it rather than me and have this thing somehow fall apart and kill me. So anyways, hopefully next video I'll have all that done. I'm not going to go through the whole process on how to weld because I'm not that good at it. I just make it work. But if you got any questions, let me know. Appreciate it.